we just win, dude. So let's go ahead and smack the weakest one, which is that quick draw. So he took that 169k. So GG, 8,000 something, yeah. How's it going, guys? aRenG Live here, and today we are actually showing off a featured farm deck for YUSEI level 40, and this is pretty insane, actually. I found this deck. I didn't make it. I'm just gonna put that out there. I am not the original creator of this deck. The name of the creator is actually up here. As you can see, it is BatsMurf1 from the Duel Links subreddit. They've made this deck, and it is actually, as soon as I saw it, I was like, how does this deck even work? And I tried it out, and I was like, oh my goodness, dude, this deck is so fun. It's so fun to be able to like just completely mess up YUSEI with it, because you're gonna be using the Winged Dragon of Ra to farm him. But before you use Ra, you're basically abusing a loop. So YUSEI will never be able to deal damage to you while you heal your life points and constantly draw maybe 3 cards per turn, which is pretty insane. So here is the whole combo for the deck. We got 3 copies of aRenG Jasmine and 3 copies of Neospatian Air Hummingbird. Now, these two work really well together, actually. Basically, aRenG Jasmine has the ability that whenever you heal life points, you get to draw. You get to free draw card. Not bad, pretty good. And then this guy over here, Neospatian Air Hummingbird, lets you heal 500 life points for each card in your opponent's hand. Now, he's usually going to have about like maybe 4 cards in hand, so you're always going to be healing about 2,000 life points per turn. So you're going to be using that, and then you're already going to have a Jasmine on the field, so you're going to be drawing whenever you heal those 2,000 life points. So that's pretty good right there. And then, but how are we going to keep these guys safe? Because they're pretty squishy on board. I mean, she does have a pretty decent defense, but YUSEI's got synchros. He's got big old synchros, and he can pretty much kill them whenever. But that's where all the traps in the deck come in handy. It's actually using pretty expensive traps, like 3 copies of Impenetrable Attack. I have been like working on other videos and stuff, so I haven't had time to look to see what else you can replace this with. But technically, anything that could maybe keep your monsters safe by maybe lowering your opponent's monster's attack. I think Wall of D could also potentially work, maybe, because it lowers their monster's attacks and they're just not going to want to attack you anymore, and they're going to have their field clogged. So I think Wall of D could also work if you don't have impenetrable attack. I think you can like mix and match them. It's a pretty decent little combo you got there. But impenetrable attack, pretty cool little card. Draining shield to be able to pretty much draw on your opponent's turn because you're going to protect yourself from their attacks. So not a bad little combo. And then the perfect loop combo that we have is 3 copies of Spirit Barrier and 3 copies of Astral Barrier. Now, if you have both of these on the field at the same time, they create a loop. So as long as you have a monster and those 2 cards, they're never touching you. They're never, because as this one, as long as you have a monster, you take no battle damage, and this one lets you basically say, instead of hitting the monster, you want to take the attack directly. But when you have this card and this card on the field, you take the attack directly, but you take no damage. So technically, he can never hit you, and that is pretty insane. So you basically just draw all the cards in your deck, heal up your life points to like maybe 15,000 or so, I remember, and it's just pretty crazy. And then the last turn, you hate Trunade. Sangan is just here for the consistency because it can search out either of these 2 monsters. So it's a pretty decent card, but if you don't have it, that's probably not necessary. I've won many games without it. I've actually used this deck. There are times when you just completely brick and you will lose, but you just jump right back in and try again. There's really not much lost. But I think this deck is a lot of fun. But whatever, without further ado, let's actually go ahead, just jump right in, and let's see what he's got. Alright, and here he is. We got YUSEI Fudo, level 40. Now, out of his rewards, I've gotten a few of them. I've actually been farming them quite a bit, actually, and I'm honestly trying to get that Junk Berserker because we actually don't have that many level 7 synchros in the game, and I really need one. I really need one when I try to make a synchro deck. I tried to make one. I have 5s, I have 6s, I have 8s. Usually if you want to make a synchro deck, you want to make a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Like you want to leave no gaps. So you can kind of go into any level depending on what the deck you want to make. But Junk Berserker is a 7, and since we're not able to use Black Rose and stuff in any deck, he's really useful to at least go into him. So I'm kind of trying to aim for this guy. I've gotten 1 copy of each of these guys, which they're alright. I think I've used Shield Warrior in my actual IRL Stardust deck, which is not bad. It's an okay little card. Dash Warrior, not so great, I guess. Fortress Warrior looks pretty interesting. Fighting Spirit, I mean, I don't know about that one, but and then we got all the rares. But I don't know. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and just take him on. I'll show you the power of this deck. All right, and there he is, YUSEI LV40. So you can use this deck on anybody because you don't need a skill. So right now I'm giving it to Leo because I'm doing a little like correction for the video that I just put out. I hear that one thing I did hear is that in the video I did say I had no idea how to unlock Luna, and that was a thing at the time. No one knew how to unlock her, and then as soon as I uploaded, of course, and like the second that I uploaded, people were like, oh yeah, you just gotta get 100 games with the boy over here, Leo. So I was like, oh my god, dude, really? So now I'm just like grinding on YUSEI with like, the kid. Oh, come on, kid. Alright, so right now we have a pretty decent hand. We have Spirit Barrier. We have the Hummingbird. We have 2 impenetrable attacks, which are just for protection. I think they're pretty good because he usually swarms the board. It is rare that he doesn't like completely go off, but right, he could also just summon 1 monster and pass. Which he doesn't do too often, but there he actually did it. So now and I actually forgot to use the Hummingbird's effect first turn. Don't forget to use it, but I forget it all the time. But right now we're going to go ahead and target this monster. He is not able to be destroyed this turn, so he's completely safe, which is pretty cool. So there's that. My monster doesn't die. I'm good. Let's draw. True Nade, not the best pickup, but we are going to use his effect this time. I just hate forgetting. I really hate forgetting. It's free heals. Why would you pass up those free heals? And let's switch him to defense just in case. So we're going to go ahead and end. And we can keep this guy safe 1 more turn. If we can manage to draw 1 really useful card, which would probably be the Astral Barrier, we would be all set. So right now, let's go ahead and impenetrable once again. If we had a Wall of D, it would still work. So right now we can go ahead and target 1 monster. It cannot be destroyed, but it basically can't be touched because Spirit Barrier makes it not take damage. So let's draw, and another impenetrable. We're just passing turn every turn. Let's go ahead and keep doing his thing to heal up. Since we don't have Jasmine on the field, we're not drawing. So this is technically just free heals. Free heals forever. So right now he's gonna keep doing his thing. Uh-oh, he's actually gonna go off. He's actually going to go off. So let's see how he goes off, what he's going to go off with, because he's got quite a few options. I've seen Stardust Spark Warrior. I've seen Junk Berserker. So he's got the Berserker out. That's pretty interesting. So look, he's going to go all out right now. So like I said, Wall of D could still be useful in this situation. So let's go ahead and activate this. Protect my monster. And let's hope we draw Astral Barrier. We really need it. And there it is. It looks like we win. Pretty much. That's all it really is. It's just I win because I have these 2 cards, which are these 2 and a monster, and that just means you win. So that's how crazy this deck is. So let's go ahead and end. And he can do whatever he wants. I think there is a rare situation where you can summon what's his name, the Archer, and you can actually banish my monster, and he can get rid of a monster, and that can be pretty scary. So we're gonna go ahead and Astral Barrier right now. Astral Barrier, always use the effect. I take the direct attack, and I take no damage because I have a monster, and I have Spirit Barrier. So we just keep doing this forever, and we don't take damage. So now all I need is Jasmine, and the loop is complete. And Sangan's gonna search Jasmine. They're never gonna attack Sangan if you put it face down, so I'm just gonna go ahead and summon him. And I'm gonna crash it right into maybe this guy. Actually, let's check. I've never crashed it into this guy. He doesn't have a destruction effect, does he? No, he does not. He just gains 400 attack if you banish a junk. So that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just crash it into him. I could also kill his monster. I could deal damage to him, but I really don't want to. So let's go ahead and add a Jasmine. Is there any glossies? No, because it's a card trader. Alright. And so now that we have that, we're good. We're gonna go ahead and end. And it's pretty much it. Like, we pretty much win. So let's go ahead and Astral Barrier. Did I heal last turn? I always forget if I'm healing every turn if I don't have Jasmine. I don't know why, I just always forget sometimes. So let's keep doing this. Like I said, don't pass up on those free heals, dude. Sometimes they're really useful when you finally get Raw out. So now we're gonna summon aRenG Jasmine in attack position. We ain't scared of your synchros, YUSEI. So let's go ahead and heal up. So we got Hummingbird over here healing us. Jasmine's getting us free draws. I'm not even gonna summon that Hummingbird. So we're gonna go ahead and end. And I think that's pretty much that. I mean, he can't do anything to us. He can set all the stuff he wants, but actually, it's to the point where I've not even researched the cards in the deck. I don't even know what back row he runs in the deck. All I know is that he can't touch me, and it's actually pretty funny. I think, yeah, the only times you actually lose is if for whatever reason you're passing turns and you cannot, for the life of you, get your hands on an Astral Barrier or a Spirit Barrier combo. If you can't get your hands on them, it's not going to go well. And that's just unfortunate. But right now we're going to go ahead and draw and heal. So look at all these heals, look at all these draws. There we go, we got another Jasmine on board. So there we go, we have the ultimate setup, which is these two back row, this one guy, and these two little ladies. So that pretty much means we're gonna draw 2 cards per turn, on top of the normal draw. He's actually normal summoning for quick draw. That's insane. I've never seen him do that, but let's go ahead and just do this. Take the direct attacks. I'm actually really digging this deck. And I also love that you can give it to anybody and you can farm skills on them. So I can give it to Akiza and farm for skills. I can give it to, right now I give it to the kid. Calm down, dude. but yeah, you can pretty much give it to anybody and farm for skills, and that's awesome. So I'm really digging this right now. So YUSEI is getting farmed right now, and I can probably even give it to YUSEI and farm YUSEI. So I have what, 1 to 2 more turns maybe. So I can even set Draining Shield, and if I do, I will draw 2 cards on my opponent's turn, and then on my turn I will have to pass and not heal with Hummingbird. So that's just something I'm willing to take. So let's go ahead and set this. And the only thing with this deck is you got to be careful on that last turn. You just don't want to deck yourself out. So right now, let's go ahead and heal for 27. Look at that 27 heal right there, dude. No need to Astral Barrier. aRenG Jasmine does give me a draw. 2 draws. So gimme. And I'll go ahead and just take that directly. Go ahead and hit me right in the face, dude. I don't care. And now we're drawing. And we cannot use Hummingbird's effect or we lose. We completely lose. So we're not going to use this effect. We're pretty much just going to pass turn, discard all the stuff we need to discard. Let's do that. I usually just discard the traps that I'm not going to be using. Also the extra Hummingbirds if you have them. Because sometimes you kind of have to go burn through some of these monsters. But right now, it looks like I'm just going to Astral Barrier everything. And he's actually set 2 cards. For the first time that I've actually farmed him, he set 2 back row. I've never seen him set 2 back row. I've only seen him set 1. So we're going to go ahead and just keep taking these hits right to the jaw. And it is going to be game. So there it is. Alright, so now it is time for the last turn. Let's go ahead and activate Hey True Nate. If technically, I think you could also run anti-magic arrows, but I don't know, man. I don't, like I said, I haven't researched what cards he's actually running. So it would be up to you to find out what he's running to see if he's not gonna like floodgate you or something. Even though it's obviously not floodgate, but he's probably not gonna do anything on your summon. So you should be fine if you anti-magic arrows. But whatever. Hey True Nate. Last turn card. It's actually, I really like that this deck doesn't go for the like vassal route. It's just raw, easy peasy, dude. There's really nothing to it, and he's just gonna keep attacking in an attack position. Maybe that is a downside for a Wall of D. Maybe they will like stop attacking, maybe put their monsters in defense, and that might cost you the game at the very end because we don't run anything to attack directly. So right now, raw, activate the effect. All that attack on him, dude. Look at that attack. And there we go. We pretty much have the nuts right now. We just win. We just win, dude. So let's go ahead and smack the weakest one, which is that quick draw. So he took that 169k. So GG. YUSEI.
Our eternal bond gives us the courage to journey on our own.
Okay.
YUSEI, you believe in yourself, so I decided I would too.
Wow, these guys are friends. Alright, so let's go ahead and check on that score. Alright, so let's see what we got. Probably around 8,000 something, yeah. Oh, and we got an SR, not bad. So we've actually managed to get Fighting Spirit, which is the equipped monster gains 300 attack for each monster your opponent controls. If it would be destroyed by battle, you can destroy this card instead. I mean, it isn't equipped, so it's kind of meh, but it does look like it could be interesting for some situations. Like I said, like I usually think, at least, every card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is good for one thing at least. So you don't ever look at a card and be like, oh, that card is like legit bad. It's never gonna be useful. Like, even if a card is bad, it could still have a use in its own like deck. And for me, who I try to play a lot of decks, that's valuable. So fair enough, you got that. 8,500. Once again, shout out to the original creator of the deck. This deck is actually really fun. I've been trying to get skills, but so far no luck. But I did get a raw mat I just kept summoning raw over and over, and I ended up getting a raw mat. So that's pretty cool. At least you got that to look forward to. But that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna be seeing if I can make more farm videos for the other 5Ds characters, and I don't know, it depends, but whatever. That's pretty much it for today. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more dueling shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.